And no, the housing market has not been fair for all people the past 2 years. But the housing market has never been fair. Do you want to know if we're in a housing market correction right now? Well, the short answer is no. But stick around and we will go over pricing, inventory, and historical trends to further clarify why the housing market is going through a shift right now, but it is not presently experiencing a correction and definitely not experiencing a crash. And toward the end of the video, we will touch on why pricing of homes year over year will be increasing. Hey family, to those of you who do not know me, I am Sir Ashley, and on this channel we talk about personal finance, real estate, and the Carolinas. If you get any value out of this video, do me a favor, hit that like button and share this video with friends or colleagues. I greatly appreciate it and it helps my channel grow. Now let's get back into the topic. Now, while the market is undergoing a shift, it is certainly not going through a correction. You see, there is a significant difference from a correction and what we're seeing today. Forbes defines a correction as a decline of 10 to 20% in the value of a market or the price of an asset. Let's look at pricing. Now, every real estate market is different and real estate is hyperlocal, but the majority of markets is seeing what I'm seeing in the Charlotte market. Markets across the nation are seeing home prices being reduced. You see, just in Charlotte over the last 7 days, over 600 homes saw their price reduced. In fact, one home dropped their price $250,000 and another home dropped their price by $50,000. So it's no debating. It's a fact. The asking price on homes have been falling in certain price points. But if you look, most of the homes that are experiencing these price reductions are those priced above the median sales price of a certain area. But even with these sellers reducing and dropping their asking price, the median sale price for the sold property is still going up year over year. Let's take a quick look at the median home price for my area of Charlotte, North Carolina. In the Charlotte region, homes went up 19% in the past year. And for the entire state of North Carolina, the average amount of home equity a home has received is just about $64,000. So yeah, you can see these price reductions, but don't be fooled by the headlines because we are not experiencing a crash or a correction because home prices are still up over 19% year over year. Now let's look at the present inventory trends and put them in context to historical inventory trends. Presently in my market, Charlotte, North Carolina, we see over 1,000 additional homes hit the market last month. And yes, that is welcome news to a lot of buyers, and to you sellers, that means there's more competition. And that trend is presently happening throughout the country right now. But if we look at historical trends, this data is from the St. Louis Fed. You will see that inventory tends to pick up in May, June, July, and August before it starts to go back down in the latter parts of the year. That is the historical trends once you take out the crazy years of 2020 and 2021. So all of these people freaking out because of an increase in inventory are either one, unaware of the seasonality of real estate transactions, or two, they're purposefully playing with your emotions so you can get worked up. Let's take a second and look at the June 2022 housing inventory for the country and compare that to June of 2019 and June of 2018. In 2022, we had 619,000 homes that were actively listed for sale. But back in 2019, there was 1.3 million active listings in the country. And the same goes for 2018 and 2017. Now, I'm sharing this info with you so you're armed with actual data and you can put it in context with historical trends. The past 2 years have been anything but normal. But as we go further into 2022, we are seeing things shifting toward a more normal real estate market. And in my opinion, I believe this should be welcomed. Normalcy isn't bad, but it is predictable. And I'm sure home buyers and sellers are tired. I know I am. tired of this emotional roller coaster that the real estate market has been on for the past 2+ years. There is no argument for what has happened in the past 2 years. The past 2 years, home sellers have gotten fat and gotten a whole bunch of money for their properties. And home buyers have gotten to take advantage of stupid low interest rates. Mortgage delinquencies were at record lows, and over 85% of homes right now in the United States have at least 20% equity. Rents are also skyrocketing, out of control, I might add. And no, the housing market has not been fair for all people the past 2 years. But the housing market has never been fair. If it was fair, there would not have been a need for the Fair Housing Act of 1968, or the Housing and Development Act of 1974, or the outlawing of redlining, steering, and blockbusting. There's nothing fair about the housing market, but you can learn and put yourself in position to take advantage of what's happening in the housing market. And that valuable information, so you can be prepared to take advantage of the housing market, is what I'm trying to provide you with. And to those of you who want to argue me to death about a crash happening in 2022, please hit me up in 2023 and tell me how much home prices have gone down year over year. I would love to have that conversation. We are going through a housing market shift. Interest rates are going up, and there's no telling on when interest rates will come down for the definite until we get inflation under control. But we are not experiencing a correction, according to Forbes, and we're definitely not experiencing a housing crash. Be sure to check out this video next. I'm Sir Ashley. Talk soon.